Yes, I do, but this is what they're asking me to push. This works wonderfully to make your water more viscous. It would also clean your clothes because all you're doing when you're washing your clothes is you're lowering the viscosity of the water. Okay, that's how soap works. Okay, so anything you want to use is fine. We prefer you buy. Yes.
One of my buddies uses the blue stuff you put in your dishwasher. Is that similar to that?
Well, it's similar in that it's blue. Other than that, I can't tell you. I'm not a chemist.
The super rinse stuff also.
Yeah, it's got to be similar, you know. So you just let this go in, and it's going to dry clear. Okay.
How long do you need to let it dry?
I would let it dry at least 4 hours.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if I'm using...
What if you're impatient? Do you use that thing?
Heat gun.
The heat gun? Is that what that's for?
You could.
What's the heat gun for?
The heat gun is for my tree demo.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
I got you.
So this is textures and how to lay down textures. Static grass. Anybody want to see static grass now?
Rock walls.
What?
Rock walls?
Rock walls. You can't. No, you can't come back 10 minutes later and say rock walls. Sure, rock walls. Okay.
An example of static grass.
Yeah.
What's defined as static grass?
See how it stands
It's
up?
straight up and down.
Oh, all right.
Put
Yeah.
on with electrical charge.
And it'll shoot right
Oh,
in.
is that how you do it? You do it with an
You
electrical
gotta
charge?
buy that Koch knock thing there.
The what thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
is that what does it?
Thing knock, and it holds up and it gives the grass a charge. And you ground it in here in the water, and it
You've got it
shoots
grounded
down.
here.
He has a
Oh, you
nice
put it in the water?
This is a Bragg.
That's a little
No,
too
you
much
just-
of electrical work for me. I'll probably be the one
Just
getting
got a
the
little
static
needle.
charge.
Come on, you got a little needle. You go like this.
Yeah.
You soak it up with water, and then you use that, and it drives it right into the glue, and then you let it dry.
All right.
But that's a $150 thing.
Yeah.
$140. I don't know what it is this year.
Okay.
It's perfect for
So
what
I'm going to
you
make
need.
some hydrocal here. Now, this rock, this is another one of Bragdon's molds, and I stepped on it last night, so you're only seeing part of it. But this is cast using UltraCal 30, which I'm using here. This mold is about this big. It sort of looks like the state of West Virginia, okay? But look at the fine detail down at the bottom and pass it
it's
along.
beautiful.
You aren't going to get that with plaster of Paris or casting plaster.
So I guess it's intended to go.
It's a matter of which way it goes, right? Well, I guess it can't go that way.
We want all this
It'd have
little
to go
stuff
this
to-
way.
Well, the stuff would
Well,
be.
it depends on how you lean
how
it, I
do
guess, you know. I mean, none of that's going to be in there if you go that way,
How do you
right?
get all that stuff to release is the question. To the
Well,
mold.
I don't know. I think he's going to put soap in the mold or something. I would think.
So, you don't need to use bottled water at home, okay? It imparts no benefits other than the fact that I don't have a slop sink here.
Right.
All your plasters, you're going to start with a mixture of 1 part water to 2 parts plaster. Now, you can vary from that, okay? You can vary from that, but that's a great starting point.
That's the hydrocal 30, right?
This is the height, but for any plaster product.
Yeah, I just bought a big thing of it.
Oh, okay, great. I pre-bag my stuff because oftentimes when I get home, I'm a stagehand on Broadway. I get home at 12:30. Okay, everybody's asleep, and sometimes I just want to cast rocks because I'm not ready to go to bed right then. So I pre-bag it. You'll always add the plaster to the water, okay? And always measure it, okay?
By
Now-
volume or by weight?
By volume. I use half cups. Okay, so 2 half cups of plaster to 1/2 cup of water. I use beer cups these days. You're not filming this whole damn thing, are you?
I am. Then it goes on my YouTube channel. And then we put ads on it and make money off of you. No, I'm just kidding. And I'm allowed to because we have the same last name. I'm doing it for myself because I don't have a single piece of scenery yet. This is going to be interesting. And can the rock molds, can you adhere those to, the foam mountain and all that?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be, you just use glue or?
I use 2 things. I use gypsylite, which is the stuff that is here that's giving this a texture.
Yeah.
It's plaster that's got, not vermiculite, what's perlite in it, which they use for gardens.
Okay.
So, if you're a plasterer, you put this down first, and it gives something that your finished plaster to adhere to. Here we do it different. We put plaster scenery down first, and then put the
How'd you spell that? Gypsylite?
gypsylite. It's right here.
Oh, okay. You been here all year, Jeff?
Yes. How you doing? Let me find my colors. Now, because plaster has a tendency to chip, right? What I do is I put some tinting in it. Okay? And this is a tint that we sell. You can also buy it in 25-pound bags from a masonry supply company, but
25 pounds.
25 pounds, and here you can get these in a selection for much less money, right? And this I don't measure precisely. This I just dump in. And this isn't going to be my final coloring of the rock. This is just so when the rock chips, if the rock chips, something there, right? There's something there.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. That's why we're here.
Do you airbrush the rocks when they're dry?
No. Acrylic paint, brush it on, dry brush it. It's all in Frary's book. If you don't have Dave Frary's book, you need to get it. It's right there. We sell it. He sells it right across the way. No matter who you buy it from, he'll autograph it. He's that jolly-looking fellow.
The book and a bunch of DVDs there.
Great. The DVDs are wonderful. I have them. I learned a lot from them. But if you spend no other money here at the show, buy the book. If you spent 30 seconds listening to me, you need the book. Okay, so here's that wet water that I put in this or dishwashing detergent or whatnot. Okay? And I'm misting the rock mold. And this is just so it doesn't go all over my bench. Okay? Now it's following that wet water into all the crevices.
Oh,
okay?
that helps
and then
it
it's
spread down?
displacing the wet water. Now this is a mold by Joel Bragdon. We've got molds right here. I can't reach one. The Woodland Scenics molds?
Yeah.
They're great. I like them. They're that hard rubber, you can't tear them. You can't kill that mold, no matter how many times you pour from it. However, you can open any other copy of Model Railroader and go right through their catalog, those same rocks, okay? And see what the numbers were, okay? What I do these days, see this? This is a rock mold in progress. This is lumps of coal set in a layer of plaster. How are you doing, honey? And what I end up with is this. Okay? Pass that around if you would.
So you made your
Those
own
are
mold.
from lumps of coal and nobody else is going to have those rocks. Okay? And they look really nice.
And you get a release out of this piece down here?
Absolutely. Because it's soft rubber,
Yeah.
and we have the rubber making kit. Basically, it is.
Wow. Hard to believe he's getting anything out of that piece.
It's pretty cool.
Anyway, it's a rubber product back here that you brush on.
Yeah.
And what you do is, where is the? Oh. This is 2 layers. I set the rock, in this case pieces of coal, in the plaster in a cookie sheet, which I got dollar store, right?
Yeah.
Good face up.
Yeah.
Okay, hit it with 5 layers of the mold stuff, and between the 4th and the 5th layers, I put cheesecloth in it. Okay, just ordinary cheesecloth from the store, like you put over a turkey, and feel how tough that is.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, that is. That's crazy. You know, you wouldn't think that it would be.
Okay, so and I have a lot of these because my brother is 48 and he's never had a job, and he asked me what he could get me for Christmas, and I told him coal, because that's something he could afford, 50 pounds of coal. And now I have all different kinds of coal. Rocks, castings and rocks. Out of hydrocarbon plaster with a tint added, just so that when you chip it, it's not going to show. You know? How are you? All right. And these molds I made myself. Over some pieces of coal. Now I have, this is a sterling mold. They're somewhere around here. Really nice people. They also make great trees. I love their molds. This is a mold. These 2 I bought today from Howard's Hobbies right over there. Very nice people. And this is a nice little, tiny little interlocking wall.
So that's spray gun. It's that fast water, whatever?
That is wet water, yes.
Very-
Which is just water with a little dish detergent in it.
What's the ratio between that and regular water?
1 drop, 2 drops. If you put in
That's it?
3, it's not going to kill anything.
Okay.
See, none of this is science. This is all just doing it until it looks right or feels right.
This is art.
Nah, it's not art.
Yeah, it is.
If it was art, I couldn't do it. I'm a technician, okay? I keep to the ratios of the plaster, right? 2 to 1.
That's why I keep taking notes.
So then how long do you let this sit up?
I always let it go overnight.
Okay.
But to give you a sense of what it does,
Yeah, that.
okay, look at the detail on that mold from George Rank. Okay?
So then when you pull it out, you just pop off that rubber and that's
Yep.
it?
Mm-hmm.
And then do you need to clean the mold?
Yes,
With what?
underwater.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. A special
And
thing.
you can get away with not cleaning it, as I'm going to be doing for the next 2 days,
Sure.
since I don't have a slop sink.
Right.
And you don't have to fill the molds all the way. Like
Yeah.
here, I just did a portion of it, and sometimes I do one here, one here, one here, one here, just to get the parts I want.
Or how thick do you let it sit in there? How thick did you pour that in? Looks like almost 3/8 of an inch in places.
Well, you know, at home I would wedge this up. I don't have time to do it right. Now,